Good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. Guys, ready to have some fun? Gonna go over some interesting news today. So some breaking Cardano news. I'm also gonna go over the Cardano price prediction that I have, and then I'm gonna show you guys the best trade setup to get into today if you guys have some extra money and you want to buy into Cardano. Okay, really good stuff today. So don't miss this. All right. Subscribe if you see anything in this video that you enjoy and you want to see again. Let's dive into it. The trend exhaustion, guys, I start with this indicator a lot, as well as the price versus well money flow, because this really helps us. It's the best indicator that I have coded, that I personally used and seen on the charts here with TradingView, that helps us just call the bottoms and the tops, before we rise, before we drop. We see historically when we get down into this red section here, and I'll correlate this to the live price today. When we get down to these bottom sections, we're seeing a nice jump in the price, especially for Cardano. So about 6% jump here. And then last time we got down here, we ended up seeing this move, which it overextended itself a little bit. But not every time we're gonna get a really good jump in the market, especially when we have what's called a capitulation stage right now going on. Grayscale is calling that. I'll also show you some very bullish news for ADA, because Grayscale did something recently with ADA, and I'm going to go over that news. Don't miss that. We can see a nice move up here. So if you guys are looking for indicators on the chart that help you guys call the bottoms and the tops, I just want to point that out to you as the trend exhaustion. Let's take a look at the price versus the well money flow real quick, and then we'll get over to the metrics here. So we see that we're moving sideways both on money flow for wells, and we're also seeing the price move down here, structure moving down. This is a channel that I've drawn here. I do think we might see a little bit of a jump, but I want to go over to the metrics now to show you guys where we can start heading down. And let's look to see what the wells and the smart money is doing. Let's look at also the emotions of the market, because that's going to tell us if we should be buying this or shorting this. So let's head over there right now. All right, so this is over at tradeconfident.io. You guys can access all of these metrics for all these top 10 cryptocurrencies. Real quickly, guys, it's just $49 a month. I will eventually raise the price, but just keeping everything very simple and straightforward on this website here. So let's go over ADA. So taking a look at the emotional index for ADA Cardano, these metrics are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is literally an hour and a half here. It's 6:30 a.m. right now. So we are seeing the market get into the fearful and anxious stage. I know this is true for a lot of retail traders. They see the price go down. They're like, oh my gosh, how low are we going to go? But let me just give you guys some hope in the market. Like I'm going to prove to you here that the whales and institutions and smart money, they are going to buy your fear and anxiety every single time. Every single time, hands down. And when they do this, and when you guys do get fearful and anxious, not just let me say that, let me prove it to you now. When you get fearful and anxious, that is when they're buying and the price is going back up. So the maximum amount of fear and anxiety that you feel and the market feels, when that happens, they're buying. Warren Buffett says buy low, sell high. But a lot of traders don't actually end up doing that. I can tell because there's red candles in here, and I know for a fact this is not all shorting power, because I'm going to prove that to you in a second as well. So guys, I know this is not all of you, and a lot of you are holding, but some of you guys are freaking out, not knowing how low it can go. Historically, this is pumped once here. It is pumped a second time here. It pumped a third time here. It pumped a fourth time here. Pumped a fifth time here. We have never seen on the chart a time when this ticker, ADA, has not pumped when we got down into the fearful section. This is an incredibly and extremely powerful metric you need to be watching to gauge the market. As well as when people get excited, the market drops, 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 the market drops. Okay? Watch this metric very, very closely every single day before you guys make trading decisions. That's my personal opinion on that. Okay. Remember when I told you guys, short trades? Watch this. Long trades are, yes, heading down a little bit, and short trades are, if you actually zoom in here, you can see short trades are increasing just steadily, very, very lightly. But this is not enough in here to get me very excited about, oh my gosh, we're going to drop further because of short trades. Well, the one thing that I don't see that is not necessarily positive for ADA is that long trades are not increasing while price is going down. Now, if you guys ever see price moving in a downward fashion while long trades are moving back into the market, take this for example right here. We see, this move down in the market where we see price moving down and we fall straight down and long trades are moving up. Very good sign we're going to keep going up, because price structure can simply not keep moving down when long trades are increasing in the market and short trades are decreasing. This is a perfect sign. If you guys are following this metric, that's when you want to get in, okay? Just going to be blunt about it. Can't say financial advice, entertainment purposes only, but that is what you want to be watching. Long versus short trade risk. Are you looking to enter a trade today? Well, if so, what trade should you enter into? Well, I really do believe this is set for us to look for good or great long trades today. Now, again, in an hour and a half, these metrics are going to update, and this will give us the next great signal. But we can historically see, guys, almost every time we got into this long trade section down here, we saw a pump here, We saw a pump in the price here. We saw a pump here. We saw a pump here. I believe this is overdue. I do. I absolutely believe this is overdue, and we are seeing a little bit of a fearful stage in the market with emotions, and I think the whales have something up their sleeves where they might start buying ADA soon, okay? Look at what they're doing over here. The accumulation is ridiculous. Ridiculous accumulation on ADA. Could we be set here to pump like crazy, and this red candle down here is the last stage to get all the retail traders to freak out? I'm not saying that's true or false. I'm just saying let's watch it in the market, because if we take history, which is the best thing we have to tell us what's going to happen in the future, when we see a bunch of buy volume come in the market, the price doesn't keep going down. It shoots up right after that, okay? It shot up over here when we saw long trades come into the market. Even look at this bunch of buying. I know the price kept going down, but the long trade sentiment was continually buying. And guess what? They didn't care if the price kept going down because they made back all of their money and maybe double and triple here on this run. But it's not just this run here. Even right here, we see the price spiking again when this happens. We see it right here, the price spiking. We even saw the price spike right here. We saw a price spike right there. And we also saw the price spike right here as well. So I do believe, making a call on this channel, that ADA is due for a nice move up. I'm going to go over the news today at the end of this to show you a bullish thing that Grayscale has been doing with ADA, okay? Support and resistance prices. If we break down even further, the next support is at $1. It's very clear. It's nothing to hide, guys. $1 is the next greatest support. But I wanted to pull this descending support line on here because I do think we could see a bounce in the price on this. Okay, we have whales looking to buy the market. We have people extremely fearful and anxious in the market. Historically, this has led to very nice moves up in the price. Like, I believe, without coming out and just saying like, oh, the price is low, it's going to head back up. These metrics have historically proven to us 5-6 times in a row that we are due for a move back up. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the breaking news, but I'm going to show you the best trade setup to take for this. Literally, you can take it today if you want. I believe it's a very good setup, okay? This is what's called the dollar cost average. If you guys want to look to buy into the dips and just hold for the long term, yes, we're not going to call the bottoms every single time, although, called a very good bottom here, and then even actually a very good bottom here as well. So historically, this is, in my personal opinion, the best metric if you guys want to watch on a daily basis. If you're like, you know what, I get paid every week and I'm just going to throw, $100, $1,000 on the side. Every time we get a green line, I'm just going to throw $1,000 in. That's not a bad idea whatsoever. This is actually how I'm going to transition some of my portfolio over, is just to start putting money in every time I get a green line here. And then if you guys want to take profit on this, here you go. Like, here is, hopefully this is, I don't want to sound prideful in this. I do believe this is the best metric to call the entries before we move back up. And I believe this is the best metric on the market right now to call the drops before we drop back down. We saw this happen here. We saw it happen up here. Saw a drop there, saw a drop there, saw a drop here, saw the drop here, and saw the drop here. Literally we called the peak before we drop back down. So I believe that's a very good metric to have. Okay, as promised, let me go over the live trade setup, the best trade setup you guys can take today, and then we'll go over the breaking news, and we're just going to end this video after that. Okay, again, if you guys want access to any of these, it's over at tradeconfident.io with your membership. Okay, let's move down to Cardano. All right, so Cardano, the best trade setup, I do believe today is a very good place to take a trade setup. Why? Because we're so stinking low right now. Like, yes, we could hit $1, but I don't feel like we're going to move all the way back down to $1 before we see a move back up. So here is my call. This is so ridiculously simple to read. You have yellow lines on the chart. Spot the white dotted line. That's the live price when these metrics update here at 8 o'clock. The 4 yellow lines below here are the 4 buy limits in your exchange. If you have $1,000, I call 25% at each level, okay? So simple. If you have $1,000, I would break up into 4 equal sections of $250 each, okay? And then your sell limit, which is where you're going to sell, is going to be the first yellow line above the current price. Now, all these lines are going to update basically on a few, I would say 4 to 5 days or maybe a weekly basis, because structures are going to be forming again. But right now, I believe we have a very, very good setup. So what you would do, I believe we're going to drop down below this yellow line here today in the metrics. I'm positive we will, by the way. So your first buy limit would go here, your second would go here, your third here, and your fourth here. Here's all the prices you guys need to get in. Like, I give you everything. And then this would be your sell limit in the market. This is what Grayscale uses, not specifically, but they use this method to trade. The hedge funds I've worked with in the past, I would give them this chart if they're like, Travis, I have $10 million I want to push through the market. How do I do it? These are the trades I believe you guys should be taking in here if you want to start taking advantage of really, really good risk management, keeping your money safe, as well as making good profits. These are at support and resistance lines. They're also at Fibonacci retracement zones. These are in here at quarter series number. They're in here at bot trading levels. They're in here at bank levels that I've been taught in the past about when I've worked with some hedge fund stuff and taking courses. These are not just placed on here. They're meticulously placed at certain levels where the price is due to bounce back up to help give you guys the most profit, okay? Watch this today. Here's the best trade setup. This is exactly how you trade it. And if you guys want a video tutorial, watch this right here. Let's go over the breaking news for Dogecoin. So, excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. Cardano just got done doing the Dogecoin video. Watch that too. Very interesting what's going on with Dogecoin. Cardano holding up well for these reasons, according to crypto analyst Benjamin Cohen. Okay, let's go down here. I don't know if I highlighted. I did highlight. Okay, if people are not under staking their ADA and instead are just continuing to either hold it or add to their stash, what they call a stack, then it's going to reduce selling pressure. Okay, that is very important. Now, the staking and unstaking is obviously not going to be enough. Mitigate the effects of Bitcoin when it dropped from 64,000 to 29,000. But the fact that it's trading at $1.20, it's actually quite remarkable. Now, obviously, there's been things that have updated since then. But the fact that people are not unstaking their ADA does actually show that this decreases the amount of selling pressure in the market for ADA. So I want that you guys to just keep that in the back of your mind. That is positive news for us, for those who are holding. Also, Charles Hoskinson came out here and he's got some crazy stuff he's working on. Cardano creator Charles Hoskinson unveils details on crypto project DJED. Okay, this is what he says. DJED is an algorithmic stablecoin protocol that behaves like an autonomous bank that buys and sells stablecoins for a price in a range that is pegged to the target price. It is crypto-backed, and in a sense that the banks keep a volatile cryptocurrency in its reserve. That's really interesting. I'll see if I can cover more on this when it comes out, but here's a tweet. You guys can go on Charles Hawkinson's page and take a look at that, but I thought that was really interesting. Let me just finish with this article here, and we'll end this video. A look at the secret to Cardano ADA success is a top choice for holders. And take a look at this down here. I want to read this to you. Its recent addition to Grayscale, digital large cap glazed on the promising coin, glazed on the promising coin, an extra layer of attractiveness to investors seeking a satisfactory and promising alternative to Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of big words in there. Okay, so the fact that Grayscale is in here and they're buying this up, one, I know that they're buying up, and they're also adding it to their digital large cap, like that's very good. If you guys know anything about Grayscale, they are like literally the number one biggest whale that also comes out and just gives their prediction on coins. On YouTube, they do this. They are a huge whale in the industry, and what they do, a lot of people follow. So I want to end this video with this, guys. I know we are seeing a bunch of selling pressure in the market, but please keep your eyes over here on the metrics for ADA, okay? ADA, the metrics here. Watch the emotions of people this next few days. I'm not going to come out with an ADA video probably till Friday, so make sure you guys are subscribed over here and you have these metrics in your disposal, or I guess your tool belt, if you will. Watch the metrics here. These have not been wrong. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times we've seen this hold accurate. If this for some reason moves back down and starts heading back up and the price still goes down, that's actually a stronger indication that we're going to head back up. And let me leave you guys with this. Watch this here. Institutions and smart monies, they're looking to buy this up like crazy. I've proven this to you guys looking at the sentiment. I've looked at crypto, like all these metrics out there. I really believe we have the best metrics here because we can actually call the drops before they happen and the rises as well. So I want to just leave that with you guys. I know it might be fearful for some of you guys. I am personally still holding my ADA. I actually have buy limits set up in my exchange down at $1, and then I actually have some down at 50 cents that I still have set up right now to be triggered if we hit that. I am always preparing for a drop in the cryptocurrencies I enter. I'm always preparing for a drop. But if you guys come over here and use the risk management and enter a trade today, these are the best places to enter into for Cardano. And this will give you guys incredible risk management because every time you guys hit a buy limit based off this metric over here, let me give it a second to upload. Every time you guys hit a buy limit over here, your entry is going to move down and your risk to reward is going to become more favorable. Watch this video. Like I'm telling you guys to go to the bottom, just watch this video. If you guys trade like this for now on in crypto, I believe it would be the most profitable way you will ever trade moving forward. And then if you guys want to view the metrics, just click right here. So everything is pulled together on this website perfectly for you guys. All right, guys, God bless you so much. Have an incredible Monday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the videos that I come out with. See you guys. Bye-bye.